Also, update, we still don't have a name for her, so her name as of now is still Smushy. So we will be calling her Smushy until we have a name for her. Hopefully we figure that name out soon, but in the meantime, we call her Smushy. Here's what we have with the nursery so far. Got a lot to do yet, but this is all that we have up so far. We've got to get a rug. We've got to put some stuff on the walls there. I got to get a little pot for my little plant in the corner. We got to get a mattress and changing station here. This is just leftover from what was already in here, but it's coming together. This is all we have right now though. I can't believe that I'm almost 30 weeks pregnant already. Like what? Like where did the time go? And now I'm sitting in her nursery unput together. It's not finished, but it's still like this is her room. This is her nursery. I'm excited to show you guys us putting together the nursery and all that, but that will come a little bit later because Trent is still hunting and we still have a little bit of things to finish in here. But I haven't done a bump date in a few weeks, but I figured I would lump weeks 29 and 30 together because there's been a lot of changes going on over here for me as I transition into second trimester to third trimester now I'm in. And yeah, there's a lot of changes going on, especially being in the second trimester, like they call the honeymoon phase. It truly is because I had so much energy. I felt good. I didn't feel super big at that point. Now third trimester hit and I'm feeling lots of new things and it's all good, but I'm definitely starting to feel more uncomfortable and just bigger, and my energy is kind of going downhill a little bit. So yeah, I figured I'd get into what my weeks 29 and 30 look like. So I had my glucose test done this week, and it's funny because everybody says how bad they are, how bad that test is. It's like the worst part of pregnancy. And so there was all this hype around it, so I didn't want to taste the drink because I didn't want to not like it and then not be able to finish it. So I just plugged my nose and chugged the whole thing, so I didn't taste anything. But then probably about 15 minutes later, I was just chatting with the nurse and I was like, is there, like, what's in that drink? Is it normal that it like makes you not feel really good? Because I started to just like not feel right. And then she's like, yeah, it's pretty much pure sugar and it's like kind of known to make you not feel good. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm not feeling so hot. And then like within 5 seconds after saying that, like it happened just like that. They were walking me over to the bed in the room trying to get me to lay down. Another nurse came in. They were both holding my feet. Like one was holding my leg. They were both holding my legs up here. And I just felt really, really sick. I thought I was gonna pass out. My hearing started to go, my vision started to go. I got really sweaty. I just felt sick, like I was gonna pass out. And that went away, but that whole day I did not feel good that entire day. It was just kind of a crappy day. I don't eat a lot of sugar, so I think that my body just did not handle that test well. So it was bad for me in the sense of that it made me sick. Was not fun. Wouldn't do that again. But I passed the test, so we're all good there, all good to go. But a symptom that I've been having that's probably been the symptoms I have on here are all like equally as bad in terms of frequency and just how bad I'm experiencing them. But number one is hip pain. You guys, my hips feel like they're gonna break off. I actually grew up a dancer, and when I was done dancing after college, I got a double hip surgery because my hips were so messed up. So ever since then, I have not had any hip issues at all, but my hips feel like my pre-surgery hips, like I'm dancing on them for 10 hours a day again, which is not fun, and it's waking me up at night. I can't sleep. I wake up in pain and I try to roll from side to side and each hip hurts, so neither side like feels good to sleep on. I can't sleep on my back or my stomach, so sleeping is just really hard because my hips hurt so much. There was one day, actually when we were putting together the nursery, and I couldn't even walk. I was limping. My hips hurt so bad and the pain was like radiating down my thighs. It hurt so bad. My hips have not hurt that bad since college when I was dancing. So it was really not enjoyable, but apparently around weeks 29-ish is what the app says, and this is exactly what happened to me, that your ligaments start to get loose or something like that, your body starts to produce relaxin, I think it's called. And so it can make your joints loose and all that stuff. And yeah, I'm feeling it because it's hurting my hips more than anything. Nothing else hurts, it's just my hips. Secondly is frequent urination. And I'm talking like every 10 to 15 minutes I have to pee. Like I have to go to the bathroom every 10 to 15 minutes. It's crazy. And I can feel her pressing on my bladder now again. I didn't have to pee as much in second trimester, a little bit during first trimester, but this is a whole new level. This is someone's pressing, I mean, literally she is pressing on my bladder and it hurts. And it just makes me have to pee constantly, all the time, even if I'm not really drinking any water. I just always have to pee. So that's definitely kicked it up a notch. And then next is pelvic floor pain, I think they call it. So it's just basically every time I stand up, the first thing when I stand up in the morning, it's the absolute worst. But when I stand up, I feel like she's just gonna fall right out of me. Like I have so much pressure down in that area. I don't know how else to describe it, but besides like pelvic floor pressure, because it just is so much pressure down there. And it's mostly just when I stand up and stuff. It's not when I'm just like laying around or anything. So I think I'm gonna have to get one of those maternity belts or something to kind of like put on my belly to support it. I thought I'd be able to get away with it, and it's not like my belly's that big right now yet, but it's still, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling a lot of pressure. So I think it's time I get one of those. I am probably gonna get one soon here, just because, like, why struggle through the pain? Like, if I can get a belt, I might as well just get a belt. And then this last symptom that I've had is I'm so emotional. Like, my emotions are like a roller coaster, and I'm not someone who has a lot of hormones or emotions in that sense. I'm not sensitive to things. I don't cry about things, but my emotions are all over the place. I'm crying at everything. It's so unlike me. It's almost just funny. Like Trent and I just laugh about it because we're like, why am I crying at this? Why is this affecting me so much? And I know it's just like a hard time right now with COVID and the election here in the US. There's just been a lot of high emotions, tensions going on, and having to quarantine too. I feel like I've had to quarantine myself and not been able to see my family and friends as much, so that's driving me crazy because I feel like I can't even go anywhere or do anything. And it's hunting season for Trent, so he's gone hunting a lot, so I'm just home a lot by myself. And I think a combination of all of those things is just really getting to me. It's making me really hormonal and emotional, and which I've kind of been throughout this whole pregnancy. I've been like moody and emotional through this whole pregnancy, but I feel like it's starting to pick up again because it's been really bad the past couple weeks. They're all new symptoms for me, or just really showing up. Like, I've had the frequent urination throughout my pregnancy, but this is like a whole new level. I have not had it this bad thus far through my pregnancy. So I feel like I have a big shift within the last couple weeks that have happened, and probably just as I transition into my last trimester here, which is so crazy. I am going to be 28 on November 30th. It'll be my 28th birthday. So this is my last birthday before she arrives, and she's here, and I'm gonna be a mom, and I'm so excited. I don't know what we're gonna be able to do much because of everything going on. But then it's the holidays, and then she's basically here because we have to just kind of be ready for her. So I can't believe how fast it's going. I have like 10-ish weeks left, which is insane to me. It's just gonna go by super quick. And even if she comes a little early too, she could come late. But it's just crazy to me that we have around 10-ish weeks left, and I have 10 weeks left of feeling her inside me and feeling her kicking all inside of me. And another thing that Trent has been able to feel her so much more and see her too, and her kicks have been less of like the strong jabs or just like movements to now you can see her like pushing and like rolling over my stomach, and you can visibly just see it. And that's just so cool. And I feel like every time Trent feels her, they've just been getting stronger and stronger, which is exciting for him, and it's exciting to see him get really excited about it too. And then another thing too, she's been getting the hiccups like crazy. At least once every 1 or 2 days, she'll get the hiccups. And it's just super cute to just feel her little hiccups in there, and I just love it. And they only last for a couple minutes, but it's the cutest thing and I love it so much. But yeah, that's really all that I've had going on. So new symptoms, or symptoms coming on stronger, starting to feel a little bit more uncomfortable, a little bit bigger, 3rd trimester is coming in hot, and I'm excited. I'm ready for it, and we'll just kind of see how it goes. And I just want to enjoy the last 10-ish weeks that I have with her in my tummy before I'm holding her. I'm so excited to be holding her soon. It's gonna come so soon. Other than that, we are all good, and I'm excited to see what the 3rd trimester brings. We're starting off with some new symptoms, but I'm ready for it and I'm really excited. So I'll be back with the next bump date, and also do a nursery tour soon as Trent's home from hunting and we can get settled into finishing up the room. Then we'll do a little nursery tour. Let me know how your guys' 3rd trimesters were, any symptoms that you had, any tips that you have to help get through the 3rd trimester. I need them because I can feel my symptoms starting to come on stronger. So let me know in the comments if you have any tips, and thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye!